I can see the video.
You look at all
There.
these energy drinks, they're pretty unhealthy. People are becoming a lot more conscious these days about what they put into their body. And so for us, Bluebos was a way that we could remove the sugars, flavorings, preservatives from an energy drink and create it all in a capsule form that you can just pop a couple pills and you're energized and focused for hours. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Playing a game with your friends at night and to be fully energized and fully focused is really what we wanted out of this product. We figured what better way to field test the product than to invite a bunch of people to HQ to play some games.
Work was awesome. Everything just became clearer, and I was more energized. I feel like I think I'm running more right now, to be honest with you.
Normally, when I have an energy drink, I would get very nauseous in my stomach, but with this, it feels very good.
I don't feel jittery. It's a fantastic product. I think anybody should try it.
In comparison to an energy drink, the Blue Box definitely made me feel less like a sugar rush and more just everything was kind of a lot more vivid, a lot more crisp, and I was a lot more in tune with the moment of what was happening.
So people ask us all the time, is Bluebos just for gamers? And the answer is, you can take it for anything that requires energy and focus. The formula is completely open source. You do not hide behind any proprietary blends or make any formula. Bluebos is manufactured in a CGMP certified lab that strictly adheres to the FDA's regulatory guidelines. We're able to create a natural formula that has far exceeded our expectations.
Evolve your game.
Okay, welcome back. We are Reboot Robot Podcast number 11. I'm one of your hosts, Carlos Charlie Munguia. And here I have the Nostradamus of Gaming as always, Shinke Day. How are you, sir? Kind
Hey,
sir.
what up? Hey, what up, peoples?
And
Here,
also,
just chilling.
that is chilling out there during the weekend. I apologize for not presenting ourselves this week and this past weekend. We've been busy. We had more technical difficulties as ever. Like I said before, we should change the site to the technical difficulty YouTube page, YouTube channel. Something's always going on, but I mean, we got it fixed, so we're here. That's the most important part, right?
Yeah, that's the most important thing that we're back up.
Awesome. And also, just to throw that out there very quick, we have a sponsor. His name is Bluebos. They have some very cool energy supplements for your gaming needs. So if you want to check that out, I have the link in the comment section below. Check it out for more information. They also have some, they're going to have some gaming gear as well, and also some monthly giveaways. So check that out. I think the monthly giveaway this month is a brand new, brand spanking Xbox One, right?
Yeah,
what
that's right. Yeah, Xbox One S, right?
Yeah, Xbox One. So go check that out. I mean, it's a win-win situation. You buy this stuff, you get hours of gaming, and also you might get a new console out of it. So check that out. It's cool. It's awesome.
Yeah, so go on the link below.
I'm gonna link
Just
below.
all right.
Cool. So
So,
next, man. So what have you been hearing lately as of late?
well, this weekend I played a lot of games. I finished actually Mankind Divided. Um,
Deus Ex.
I was able to finish it.
From
Okay, so just a little spoil on the review. It's really cool. I recommend it. Buy it.
Buy it. Do you recommend it?
I do
Awesome, man.
recommend it.
I expect a review from you sometime or
Yeah, this weekend.
this weekend. All right, dude. I mean, because you're pretty much. I think you're the right man to actually review that since you've been waiting for this for God knows how long, man. We've been trying to, get behind it, trying to investigate it. Now that it's out, you beat it in the quickness, man. You beat that extremely
Well,
quick.
well, that's a sip. That's a sip deceitful. I actually spent about 30 hours, so it wasn't like I rushed through the game and finished it like in 10 hours. I did play a bit.
Okay.
Thankfully, I had a couple of days that I could just play a lot. So yeah, I finished that. I've been playing a little bit of other games, and
Mhm.
also been playing. Believe it or not, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon X.
Oh, Pokemon X. You know what? I saw a very cool sound clip that you put on Facebook. Some sort of boss battle. I wish I would
Ah,
have
yeah,
thought of that, man. I would have put the song on right now as a background for a show.
yeah, yeah. I don't, because a Nintendo's on that. They'll just
Oh yeah,
That
they're hard.
does warranty a copyright strike. But yeah, it actually it's fun because I normally wouldn't recommend a Pokemon song, but that one is really good.
Yeah,
Is
no,
a if you wonder, audience is a Pokemon the Pokemon XY or YX gym leader battle song is really cool. I recommend it too.
man, get the blood going. It's intense. I felt
Yeah,
the adrenaline rushing in my veins when I heard it in my car.
yeah, you can get that and you can play that and get a couple of your blue ball spills and just get ready for the action.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. You're right not putting the song on here because Nintendo would probably send some mafia thugs and break my kneecaps and probably want money for that song on our.
Yeah, actually, something that that I forgot to mention for the agenda for today's agenda.
Yeah,
Actually, Nintendo did pull the bank hammer on this gaming site called the Gaming Bolt or something like that.
yeah.
They distribute fan games and ROMs and stuff like that, mostly hacks
Oh
of
yeah, yeah.
existing games
I've seen them before.
and fan games and all that. And they put a DMCA on the site, and they took about 500 uh, fan games based on Nintendo properties. And
Man,
yeah, so
right, man. They do stuff like that. They will cease and assist your site and stuff in your home, man. They're pretty hardcore about that.
they're actually more the other way around. They desist and cease, anyways.
I know. So yeah, so be very careful if you want to publish or even do any fan, how do you say it, fan games or anything. Do kind of like that Pokemon
Pokemon
uranium,
Uranium,
right?
we talked about that the
Yeah.
other day.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
so my word of advice, if you want to do something with Nintendo properties, either don't make it public or just make something inspired by, and do not infringe other properties. They don't can't take it kindly.
exactly. So keep that in mind. And now next, we actually seen some. I don't know if you want to call these leaked photos, but it's pretty much from the movie Spider-Man: Homecoming, the new Spider-Man movie that everyone's just waiting for it to come out. I can't wait for this movie to come out. I mean, this looks like the Spider-Man that I want to see for a very, very long time. But looking at this antagonist, I mean, these pictures might make me think twice. I mean, what do you think?
Well, I just saw him like a couple hours ago.
Yeah,
Well, I was eating lunch and sipping on a beer, so I haven't made my judgment yet, but
right.
I don't know. I don't say they look bad, but I'm pretty sure it's the this character doesn't look like rag or ghetto just because looking rag and ghetto, but
Right.
probably because that's the type like the spin they want to make. Like for example, remember how in the Avengers movie, um, Spider-Man like at the beginning he had like this just thrown together suit and Tony Stark giving the uniform and stuff like kind of like that make it like I don't know like
It
make it
looks like
more
more
casual.
modern, yeah. Because I mean, if they want to make this movie more modern, more a real world take, they gotta put some clothes on the guy because he can't wear yellow
Ex-
spandex. He can. Superman does it. Batman does it. But I mean,
but we're
it's
talking
about
about Marvel, dude.
we're talking about Marvel, so they have a different take, different imagination on things. But as you can see here, I mean, he's wearing like heavy gear and it's yellow. I mean, I'm guessing that it has like if it's yellow, it could be like electric, insulated electric, so he doesn't get shocked or something. I mean, by the way, it's the shocker if you did not know that.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
B-lister, isn't he?
It is a B-lister. Actually, Shoker, he's more famous for the Spider-Man TV show,
Yeah.
the '90s cartoon than comics, because he's like yeah, like a B-lister in comics. And personally, it is not my favorite Spider-Man villain. I would have preferred much better, probably have the Vulture or have like Scorpio or someone like that.
But the Vulture
Uh,
is going to be in it, right? I mean, supposedly it is going to be the Vulture on there. He's going to be the one of the head enemies.
no idea. I haven't read about that, but I trust you if you say that.
Because what's his name? Michael Keaton's going to be on there, and they're hoping that for him to be the Vulture, right? Last time I checked.
Well, he was Birdman, so I bet.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Like a little Easter egg going on there. That'd
Yeah.
be good, man. Plus, I love Michael Keaton. I mean, I mean, why wouldn't you want the guy who played, of course, Birdman? But I'm talking about more
Batman.
legendary roles like Batman or Beetlejuice. You know that Michael Keaton, man. That's awesome. It's good to see
Yeah,
him on board to this type of project. So that's so cool. I wish there was pictures of the Vulture. There's only how do you say it, like costume designs, artwork, but nothing solid yet. But I can't wait for that to come out.
yeah, and the movie is actually coming soon, right? It's coming next year, right?
Yeah, coming very soon. I mean, there's been photos and everything coming out like recently. So yeah, it's going to be out very soon. Well, if you think that next year is very soon, for me it is because it's a big movie. Big movies usually come out, years to come. But for next year, this year is almost over. So yeah, let's say it's soon.
Besides, it's not like we don't have enough geeky movies or like superhero movies coming up. I mean, we're still missing Doctor Strange, and also, of course, Rock One is coming up at the end of the year.
Rogue
So it's
One.
not like, yeah, it's not like we don't have enough to cover until next year.
Yeah, that's true. So I mean, we do have enough movies on our plates, so we'll be good to go until Spider-Man comes out. We'll be well taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. Plus, you can always buy the Blu-rays or digital the releases of the movies from this year and rewatch them in the meantime.
There you go. Exactly. Good stuff.
Yeah,
So, what do you think about that costume? I mean, you could leave a comment below. Think if it's good, bad, if it needs an upgrade. I don't know. You tell us in the comment section below. See what's up. Let's start a discussion.
right, right. Please.
Please. All right.
I,
So
I I'm on the camp. Don't like it, but
the camp
it's
don't
all
like
right.
it. It looks too modern.
Hashtag don't.
I can't see him running around in yellow and red tights. We'll see.
Hashtag
I
no
mean, we'll
shocker.
see. Cool. All right, and also speaking of Marvel, we actually just seen this yesterday. News has been going around stating that Disney is discontinuing um, Avenger Alliance, and I heard that number two was just coming out, and they're going to axe that as well. So they already taken down Infinity,
Hmm.
Disney Infinity, which was like a sandbox of all kinds of things from Star Wars, Marvel superheroes, all kinds of other stuff, animations from Disney, Pixar, whatever.
Hmm.
And now they're axing out Marvel Avengers Alliance. I mean, is it doing bad or I'm not an accountant. I don't know the numbers, but I mean, I'm guessing that either it's doing bad or they're trying to focus all their energy into some other great games that they want to focus on. Maybe. I mean, I really don't know. There wasn't much
Actually,
when I saw that.
I know a lot of people who still play that game.
Yeah,
And as far as I know, it's still popular on Facebook.
yeah,
And yeah, so honestly, I wouldn't say it came out of left field because seeing like how they axed Disney Infinity and pretty much they killed the in-house developed games.
yeah,
Um, I'm not saying that I'm surprised, but I don't know. I don't think it would. It's because of financial reasons, unless it's really expensive to make a Facebook game, but which I doubt. But yeah, it's a little surprising though.
yeah.
Not completely like astonished, but it's a little bit surprising because I don't think it wasn't doing that bad last time I checked.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're gonna. I think they're just gonna focus on other projects instead of those two things. I mean, I really don't know why. I mean, like I said, this news just came out, and there wasn't really nothing, hardcore or financial numbers or nothing like that. I mean, they're just probably cleaning up their department. I don't know. I mean,
That's what I think is happening because if you remember, not last year, but on E3 after the reveal of the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game, they came out with a statement. Actually, someone at Disney directly, not even Marvel,
right?
came out with a statement saying that they're instead of making their in-house games, they're going to focus on well-developed games, and they will just like license their IPs
Yeah.
to game developers. So it could probably be that. Could probably be that they already licensed most of their Marvel characters,
Good point.
probably to Activision, EA, or Sony itself,
Okay.
and or who knows, Capcom probably, and they're gonna make a new. Hopefully, cross my fingers. Marvel versus Capcom or something.
Oh
So
man,
probably
Marvel
that's
Capcom. Woo. That'd be
probably that's what's happening. Instead of they Disney or Marvel or LucasArts, whatever, wasting resources on game developer development, they'll just license their IPs and have real gaming developers make good games, because that's the standard they are going to hold Sony and Sony on the Spider-Man game,
yeah.
which is pretty exciting, to be honest. I'd rather have good games, a few good games, than a bunch of crappy games.
Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, when's the last time they came out with an awesome, Marvel game? I
Well,
mean,
to
there's
be
no Marvel
honest,
versus Capcom, but that's way too long ago. I mean, Marvel Alliance, that's way too long ago. I mean, when was the last awesome Marvel game that you played? Really?
um, I will dare to say it was Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2.
Oh man, that's way too long ago. I'm talking about something recent, man.
Yeah,
Unless there's like an HD remake of that.
honestly I don't, because the Spider-Man games on PlayStation 3 sucked, and
Yeah, did they?
Spider-Man 4, the Amazing Spider-Man on PS4, that also sucked.
Yeah, I
So
had that one. Yeah, I reviewed that actually on our old blog site. I reviewed that game. Yeah, that game was pretty bad, dude. It was
yeah,
way off course. Yeah,
you did review that. Remember that?
yeah.
We do have an English review,
What's
actually.
that?
We do have an English review because you actually just to write the Spanish and English reviews.
Yeah, yeah. I should get back at that, but yeah, I should probably pull that up, put it in the comment section below, so you can check out our old stuff, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'll have to check that out.
we kept seeing saying that every podcast.
Yeah, why not, man? Let's go get
We're just not gonna
Marvel.
say, and just next time we're not, let's not say anything and just do it, just link it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna link it up there and see what's up. So yeah, that's cool.
I heard this one game called Web of Shadows, one of the
What was
open
that?
world. I heard that one is good, but I didn't play it, so I can't say. But besides that, honestly, probably Deadpool, but it wasn't that good of a game either. It was okay, mediocre. But honestly, I cannot recall. Well, I know, probably the Wolverine game, X-Men Legends, X-Men Origins Wolverine. That one is good.
Oh, that one was good.
That
It's
game
the
is good.
first video game that's better than the movie. I remember everybody was making fun of that. Everybody was memeing that, man. Like
Okay.
yeah, it was so much better than the movie. First, it was violent, and
Uh-huh.
also the story just went towards more of the lore, of the actual source material. Believe it or not.
Yeah. And like you telling me, it was it didn't have much to be better than that movie because that movie sucked.
Oh
But
man.
the game is good. The game is it's a good game. Like by its own merits, without comparing it to the movie, it is a good game.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, if man, if it's like a backwards compatible, I'll actually go get it. If it's backwards
Mm.
compatible on the Xbox One, I would get that game. It was fun, dude. It was really good.
And also I heard, although I haven't played it, but I heard from a couple people that the Captain America game that came out,
Oh yeah.
it was actually all right. It wasn't like mind blowing like Arkham levels,
I
Batman
heard it tried
Arkham
to be like
series, but I heard it's all right.
I heard it tried to be like Batman, like the combat was like Batman,
Uh huh.
and it was a spin-off of of the part one movie where they actually and they take a castle. They take a siege on the castle, and there's Red Skull, but you never fight Red Skull. You fight like one of his top scientists. So it was like a spin-off, which is I guess
Hmm.
it was cool, but I just never got turned on by it. I didn't like Captain America the first movie. I thought it was bad to begin with. It was
Well,
good, but I thought it could have been so much better, dude. I did
it
not like it.
it was cheesy.
It was cheesy, but Winter Soldier, damn,
Yeah, that's
that's like one of the best Marvel superhero movies, man. Winter Soldier.
yeah. I think it's the second best after the first Avengers.
Yeah, dude, that's so crazy, mad crazy. They really switched it up on that. So, yeah, pretty good.
All right, so that's about Marvel Alliance Facebook game. It's gone soon.
It's gone.
So
So,
so don't buy any more crates or don't buy any more characters. Not worth it.
all right. So, next, how about this weekend, the Battlefield 1, well, it's Battlefield 1, but it's more like Battlefield Weekend. We
Uh-huh.
got a chance to play that, right?
Yeah, we got the chance. You played it more than me. I just played a few matches with you the other day, and
Right.
all right. Wanna hear my comments first, or do you wanna say your comments?
Go
Because
ahead, man.
I think you and I will have a very different opinion.
To Reboot Robot Let's Play. I'm
Ah.
Carlos Charlie Mungia, and we're gonna check out
Oh man, that's two Charlies. What's going on here?
so
That is true, man. This was one of my gameplays that I just put up here, so I'm gonna go forward a little bit.
How how long did you how long is that video? About an hour. So if you want to check an hour of Battlefield One gameplay, or it's half an hour.
It's like
Well,
15 minutes. It's not that bad, really.
yeah, yeah. If you wanna go watch some Battlefield One, we have a video up in the channel. So go on.
Yeah. But I was
Oh,
talking about Battlefield. Yes, I did play it much more. Actually, the same day that we played it, I played with one of my coworkers after,
mhm.
and it was fun. I mean, but first, I mean, what was your first take on the game? What was your first impression on the game, really quick?
All right. So it is pretty much Battlefront.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty much Battlefront with a World War One skin.
Hmm.
Graphical, it looks good. It sounds good. The weapons are meaty and all that. So when it comes to technicalities, the game is good. I mean, it looks mind blowing. It's one of if you play Battlefront, it's nothing like you haven't seen before because it does look exactly like Battlefront. The only thing is this: it's not only Battlefront when it comes to the looks, but also the gameplay. So it is a mid grinder, just like Battlefront. The only thing is, I like Battlefront because it's Star Wars, so I wasn't too serious about it. This game, to me, and you know it because I was repeatedly saying when we were playing, it's fucking annoying. I don't like it. Honestly, I didn't like it. It is freaking annoying. It's one of the it's one of those games that as soon as you respawn, some asshole spawns in a tank and he goes like 30-0 because nobody can kill him because there are no weapons to destroy the stupid tanks. And you respawn right in front of the tank and you get killed and then you spend more time watching the prep screen or navigating through the levels. So you got two things. You got like old Battlefield where you have like these big maps and nothing to do and just walk and walk for hours and get killed by a sniper to start again from the spawn point and just walk and walk and walk and kill and get killed again. But here you get killed even faster. So no, I did honestly it didn't win me over. The game wasn't enough for me to. I wasn't impressed enough in the graphical department to warrant a buy. So honestly, unless they do seriously work on the balancing, I am not gonna pick it up. I'd probably pick it up so we can stream and stuff. We can Twitch, you and I, or our friends
Yeah.
and I.
Yeah.
For those reasons, and because I have a duty of reviewing the game. Although let my bias be known that as for the beta, I didn't like it.
I mean, it does need tweaking, and it looks like they are changing it little by little. But when I played with a bigger squad, it's funner with a bigger squad, man. If you're playing this game alone, I mean, it is fun. I mean, but just the fact that when you play with the squad and you're like in constant communication, it actually makes the game much easier. And plus, you can spawn off each other with a bigger squad. And about the snipers, there's stuff that happens in the game which actually hinders sniping, like weather effects. I noticed it happens later on in the match. Like there's fog, there's dust storms, and eventually, once you play the map so many times, you kind of know where snipers hide at. Subconsciously, you kind of know where to walk and where to run, and even in
Hmm.
the dunes and everything. Especially like in the what's it called in the flag, the E. I think
Uh-huh.
The Edward section, it's always if that gets taken over by the opposite team, it's always dangerous to go there. I mean, you need to go there with a team, but you learn that through experience, and plus you know where the snipers are at mostly, because there's these certain buildings that if you're in I think it's called well for me it's Charlie. I mean it's C. It's called something different on here. I think it still is
Hmm.
Charlie. But anyways, once you walk up to Charlie, you kind of know where to walk around, and you know exactly where the snipers are at because there's only so many buildings. I mean, you do get used to it, but there are times where they're actually like in the crevices of a canyon, or at least you can see the glare of their scope, which is traditional throughout all the Battlefield games. But yeah, it does get annoying, but it's all a learning curve, man. Once you play it
Hmm.
more and more, and especially the same map, this is the only map they had to deliver. I mean, I understand like it's frustrating, but after a while, you do get used to it and you know where they're at. You kind of, like I said, it's kind of subconsciously, dude, seriously. And also, if we get it, we'll play with the bigger squad. I mean, I got a
Hmm.
lot of friends that are on here already, and like I said, you could spawn off the guy, and you can have someone behind who could be like the spawn man and you just spawn off him. There's ways of actually overcoming these obstacles, dude. But it's just, it's just by practicing pretty much. Just playing it and practicing and just having fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. The thing is, I don't think that I had enough fun to actually be willing to spend the time playing it.
Yeah, but
And
once we get it, dude, we'll stream it and you'll see, dude. We'll have a good time because I was with a group of friends and it was actually pretty fun, dude. I mean, it was good. It was I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's pretty cool, dude.
okay, on the other hand, because I don't want to talk much about it because we already did a
Oh, I'll
whole
be the whole
podcast on
podcast.
that.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I was playing the Neo Beta, um, and
Oh,
that game actually,
the
yeah,
Dark
that
Souls
game
slash Ninja Gaiden game we streamed last week, right?
exactly. And that game is actually fun. It is actually fun.
It
It's
is
actually really
fun,
good.
dude. It's very challenging and it's fun.
Exactly. So that was a beta that won me over. I mean, I was already that game was already on my scope because I played the previous beta and I was looking, and I'm a Dark Souls nut. So pretty much I love those games. So I was gonna get it anyways. Uh, but this beta won me over. On the other hand, Battlefield did not. So I will again I will buy it because and I will give it an honest a fair review because
Hmm.
it's not like I'm gonna be unfair to the game just because I had a bad time at the beta.
Uh-huh.
If I do review it, but honestly, again, as I what I play on the weekend with you, it didn't impress me. In fact, it annoyed me. I was very upset at the
Yeah,
end
it was
because
a bad game, but and also I heard that they have to tweak a lot of stuff besides the balancing issues. But I also heard that the weather effects can affect one server and it won't affect the other server. So if we're not in a
mm,
local area, for example, you're playing over there in Guadalajara and I'm playing here in San Diego, I get the weather effects and you may not. So
mm,
that's a big hindrance, dude. For
well,
example, what if we get the fog and the sandstorm and our enemies don't?
yeah, exactly. See,
So that's another thing that they found out and they're going to have to tweak up.
one thing, for example, one thing that they should do is an effective way of getting rid of tanks. Um, because tanks are just like that's actually more than the snipers. Tanks was the main reason why I didn't enjoy the game because because um, because it is similar to how Battlefront is. But the thing is, Battlefront they said it with Battlefront they said that they wanted it to be more casual because they wanted to appeal a broader audience, which is the Star Wars fan base. People have
Yeah.
who don't necessarily uh, play video games, but they like Star Wars and they just buy Star Wars things.
Yeah.
So I understand why the game has no balance at all and why you have like this such a high kill ratio. Plus,
Yeah.
it's Star Wars. It's just fun because of the fact that it's Star Wars. And I honestly thought they were gonna be serious when it comes to the balancing on Battlefield. But again, when it comes to the beta, and now I as a disclaimer, and I want to stress this. This is about the beta. I don't know about the full game. Most likely, the purpose of these betas is exactly look up at those balancing issues and stuff. So probably by the beta, it'll be a completely different game and it'll be much better. But when it comes to this beta, it is completely unbalanced. It has the same problems that Battlefront has. But the thing is, this game is supposed to be more serious. It's supposed to be geared toward gamers, and
More competitive, way more competitive.
exactly. And you have stupid random guys, just stupid randomly spawn on tanks, undestructible tanks, because there is no a for example, there is no class that has a gear uh, that is geared towards scaling tanks or towards putting tanks down. You don't have no mortars. The other vehicles are not powerful enough.
Yeah.
So to me that completely breaks the game.
Yeah, it does. Totally understandable. So, But I mean, like I said, we could fix that, and plus, it's all a learning curve. So we'll take a look at that when it comes out, which will be what, next month?
It will be soon enough next month.
Yeah,
And
we'll
yeah,
take a look.
and actually, this end of the year is crazy when it comes to competitive shooters, because Battlefield and then then Titanfall is coming up next, and then Call
Man,
of Duty is coming up next.
ooh, man, that beta
Oh
was
yeah,
Titanfall was
Ti-
cool.
Titanfall was that beta was awesome. Actually, I did enjoy that game a lot.
And we talked about that on our last stream too. So
Yeah,
catch
so
up
we
on our
won.
last stream. It's on our channel. Check it out. Check it out.
Exactly. So don't. Yeah, go check it, please, and subscribe so you don't miss our other podcast.
There you
So
go.
so so yeah, but and plus you always been a Battlefield fan. I'm not. I'm more of a Call of Duty guy.
Yeah, Battlefield. Yeah,
So
I'm more Battlefield than Call of Duty. I'll give you that. I mean,
exactly, it's like opposite sides of the same coin.
yeah,
You and I.
yeah, totally different thing. I mean, Call of Duty is cool, but I'm way more into Battlefield than Call of Duty. I mean, I give it respect and everything, but I like Battlefield just better for me. So that's pretty much it. All right, so and also with that, and also they got hit by a DDoS attack, by the way, on the first few days, but we're not going to get much into that. But they got DDoS attacked by a group named Poodle Corp, Poodle Core, or something. I don't know, but I mean that's pretty much it on that. But and then they got back up pretty quick, so we just played that like on the second day. But other than that, what else do we have here, Shinke? Are you there with us? I think we might have lost Shinke Day.
Hey, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Yeah,
I
you're
don't know
out
what happened.
for 5 seconds.
I was muted. I
Oh,
hit the
okay.
mute button by
Oh,
accident. All
but
right. Okay.
so
I was saying before we go into the meat of the discussion tonight.
yeah,
Just as a PSA, right now the PlayStation Network is down. There hasn't been any talks of DDoS or nothing like that, so don't panic. I think it's just regular maintenance, not maintenance, but it was just an outage, a
okay.
regular outage. There was a brief outage of PlayStation Network and Xbox Live on the weekend too,
Really?
Friday afternoon, and that was a team of assholes, script kiddies, not even hackers, because they're not fucking hackers. They also claim they DDoS the PSN and Xbox Live. I don't want to talk much about it because I don't want to give publicity to this type of people. But right now, if you want to play with your PlayStation, make sure that you have enough single player games and all your licenses are up to date because the network is down. That's if you're watching live. If you're watching tomorrow or later on today, um, that's already over. So
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully, I mean, they always take care of it fast. So I mean, there shouldn't be a big deal on it. So let's see what happens.
yeah, actually, some people complain about like how networks are down all the time, whatever. But I work on that on my day job.
That's your specialty, right?
Exactly, it's in IT, and honestly, I'm surprised like how fast they get the networks back up. Sometimes we see outages where I work that take days to be resolved. So, and things that are simpler and that we do have identified. So I'm actually pretty surprised that Microsoft and actually EA with the Battlefield the DOS they got back up really fast. That takes a lot of effort, and you need to have a very good IT department behind.
Yeah, it's all about the IT department, and plus they're so highly trained. I mean, they'll get that back up in no time. So I'm not even worried.
Yeah, and in the meantime, I myself I was enjoying yesterday some No Man's Sky. So once we're done with the podcast, I'm just gonna go back,
Play the No
chill with
Man's Sky.
yeah, just listen to some music and play No Man's Sky.
There you go, relax. And also, there's
Yeah,
a
or
huge
go
event that's coming tomorrow, right?
exactly. That's gonna be the meat of our discussion today. So
Okay.
all right, so tomorrow is finally it's gonna be the PlayStation meeting.
PlayStation
The
meeting
the
tomorrow.
the pumptuously called PlayStation meeting.
Yeah, I know.
They
What a great imagination, right? Let's call it the PlayStation meeting. I can see them
that's
all in
a,
a room. what should we call this? Hey, let's call it the PlayStation meeting. That's a great idea,
That
Bill. Let's do that. It's like, really? Oh well, cool with
that
me.
that sounds so corporate. It would have sounded even more corporate if they called it something like town hall or like all hands meeting, all hands PlayStation meeting or some
All hands
stuff like
on.
that. That would have been or PlayStation Fireside or some stupid like thing like that. That would
Oh
have been
yeah,
even
true
more
that,
corporate.
true that. But
So
cool, cool.
all
So
right, so
let's
to
see. And what do I mean? We obviously know what to expect in this meeting, right? There's like let's notify or let's see the elephant in the room. I mean, they're going to talk about two things which are going to be solid, right?
yeah, two things that are gonna be talked about. Well, actually three if we count VR because they're gonna talk about VR. The launch is next month, so they're gonna talk about VR. That's definite. So they're
Okay,
gonna talk VR. They're going to announce the PlayStation Slim.
right,
Actually, a lot of people already have it, especially in the UK. Some retailer has been selling the consoles like if there was not tomorrow. Probably the Brexit got on their brains or something.
right.
Uh, but yeah, they've been selling this. A lot of people actually. Somebody had already even opened the console and show the insights and everything. I just saw the
Oh, you know
video
what?
right now on my feed.
I just pulled up that video right now. Actually, there's a guy who's going to talk about the specs right here on the PlayStation 4K, codename Neo specs.
Yeah, yeah. There is that's one of the things they're gonna talk about. But the thing that everybody is the most hyped about is the PlayStation 4 Neo, and a friend of mine, shout out to the Gaminator, go to his channel. He sent me a link of supposedly a pre conference leak uh, showing some half believable stuff.
Really?
Um, yeah, they said like the name of what I read on this article. It says that I'm not gonna link to it because it's mostly rumors,
Right.
and probably by tomorrow this information will be completely invalidated. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it was a little bit believable. They said the code name the name of the PlayStation Neo will be PlayStation 4 ever, like forever, kind
Forever.
of.
So not 4K, not 4.5, but
Uh huh.
forever. Like
Exactly.
never going away, right? I mean, it's like the last console.
Exactly. Yeah, and a couple of the things that I saw that kind of caught my eye was one that they're gonna make it upgradable, meaning that you will be able to swap parts and stuff like that. So
Really? Like a
you,
computer.
like a computer type of thing.
That's
Um,
crazy.
if yeah, I will. I'll get back to that in a moment. Because again, these are rumors. Although I was talking to a friend at work
Yeah.
about this, and we came to a couple conclusions, and that I would like to share with you guys. Although again, these are rumors, so probably tomorrow, whatever I'm gonna say is gonna be completely invalidated and bollocks. But still, it's cool to speculate. So that it will be upgradable. Second, that is gonna come up with an SSD, with a solid state drive, which is I mean it caught my attention because that's gonna be very beneficial for the console. It
Right.
will cut load times for like infinite, but that if that's the case, that's gonna drive the prices like extremely high.
It's gonna
We're
be
not
like
talking about
450, $500, right? Because solid state
exactly.
drives are still very, very expensive piece of hardware. Still.
Exactly. I don't know why, but yeah, they're still expensive. So if that's the case, it's gonna be a very very premium console. Yeah, we're talking about 500s or over 500s. Um,
And speaking of that, I mean, I got this piece of information thanks to Eurogamer. But here's the specs. I mean, I remember you talking about last time. If this console is a for sure upgrade, not talking about the 4K, but I'm talking about mostly the power of what this thing projects. I mean, you
mhm,
can see here compared to the base PS4, the CPU and also the GPU plus the memory. I
mhm.
mean, it is powerful. I mean, not by a landslide, but it is powerful. You can see there. CPU clocks at the basic PS4 clocks at 1.6 gigahertz, while the Neo clocks at 2.1 gigahertz. So that's a change. That's a 1.3 boost you see right there.
Like, yeah, and I today also I read another rumor from one of those industry insiders, somebody who's been leaking stuff in the past,
Right.
saying that saying that some people are expecting some like amazing upgrade grades based on the leaks, and he said that if you're expecting that, you'll be disappointed. He said that pretty much the leaks by Eurogamer or by Digital Foundry to be more precise, they were pretty much spot on. So whatever you're seeing right now here on the screen, that's pretty much what they will announce tomorrow for the Neo. Uh, so that's what we'll get at least with this version or whatever. But
Well,
again,
it is a
mm,
good upgrade, man. It is that looks like a pretty damn good upgrade, but it does look expensive.
it does. And again, he didn't address anything about these other things that I mentioned before. Um, Now going into that, as I was mentioning, like if they, for example, they make a console that will be upgradable, what I think, because I don't think it'll be like you can buy your own video card and just put it on the PlayStation, whatever. If they do it, I mean, if that's the route they want to go, probably what they'll do is they will have like some proprietary or some specialized PlayStation video cards that Sony, of course, will be selling, and probably that will be the business of the future. Who knows? Instead of making consoles, they'll make PlayStation more like a platform type of thing.
Well, you just said it, PS forever. What if this is the platform?
Exactly. And like every year, instead of buying or every 2 years, instead of buying a new console, you can just buy probably like a better CPU or a better video card that you can just swap for whatever you have already on the Neo or
Uh-huh.
the PlayStation. So I don't know. That sounds weird. So if they want to go that route, it will be weird. But but I don't know why wouldn't they, or why they cannot do it. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow what
Yeah, and
how
plus
they
I heard that
surprise.
these two consoles will not like segregate players. I mean, one game could play on another console. Any game could play on any console, and it also will not affect the multiplayer.
Eh,
All this does, it pretty much it gives a boost on the, I don't want to say well, gameplay, but just graphics wise and everything else. But it won't have special features that the original game will have on the PS4, if that makes sense, right?
Exactly. This is not a PlayStation 5. This is not like a new
No,
PlayStation.
it's just an upgrade.
Uh, no, it's just like a spiced up PlayStation 4, pretty much, or beefed up PlayStation 4.
There you go. And like I said before, you could play any game on both consoles. None of them gets the special treatment. Besides, one would have better 4K resolution, probably smoother gameplay or whatnot. But that's pretty much it. You won't get no special, special levels, special games on the Neo. There's no special treatment like that. So don't feel too bad, that you have a regular PS4.
Exactly. One thing that I was hearing also today is since it's the day before the meeting, the PlayStation meeting, there's a lot of information coming out, a lot of speculation and anticipation. One of the things also that I heard about is what they're aiming is either all games to 1080p 60 frames per second or 4K 30 frames per second. With this specifications or specs, this leak specs, if that's the case, that is possible. It's possible that they can achieve that. Although something that I want to mention, I personally, and I've said this before in the podcast, and I said with friends when discussing this, I'm not planning to upgrade to 4K soon. I'm not interested in 4K.
Okay.
So I wouldn't get a Neo unless I can get a tangible benefit without having to buy a 4K TV. If they can tell me, okay, all games will be 1080p 60 frames per second if you have Neo and you don't have a 4K TV, or if you get like you this performance boost plus you get HDR plus you get faster load times and a much out of the box it comes with a better hard drive or something like that, I'll get it. If it's just something that you'll have benefits Only if you have a 4K TV, count me out. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna buy it soon. Because again, I'm not planning to get a 4K TV. I'm not interested on a 4K TV right now.
Yeah, you're not a big TV guy. I've known that for a very long time, so
Mhm.
I understand. But for me, I mean, I like big techie stuff, so that's down my alley. 'Cause I got a 4K TV, and I barely use its 4K capabilities. We have a TV in the living room which we use, but for this, nothing can match the 4K on it. None of my consoles, so that'd be pretty good to have on my with my my gaming collection. So I look forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually right now. I'm on the phase that I'm actually kind of not excited, but I'm kind of like intrigued of what they will show tomorrow. Um, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna focus on hardware. So I don't think they'll talk about games. So I wouldn't expect seeing any game reviews or anything like that. But yeah, I think I'm just intrigued. I'm just looking forward to see what they'll reveal tomorrow. It wouldn't be a big surprise because we've been knowing about this for months now,
Oh
and
yeah, for a
even
long leaks and everything. So I mean, yeah, for a very long time.
yeah, and even just before the E3, Andrew Hauser did say in an interview that the PlayStation Neo does exist. So it's not like, oh, this is a complete surprise, whatever. So it's not that. I just really want to. Honestly, I feel like I want to get this over with. I just really want to know what this is going to be about, what the PlayStation Neo will be about, if it exists, when it will be released, what the price will be, and all that, and just get this over with and just continue with my regular gaming.
Yeah, I know. Same here. Yeah, let's see what it's about. Get it over with, and buy it. Get it pre-ordered right away. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Now, just before, because I want to talk about something else that kind of leaked, quote
Right.
unquote, leaked. Again, this is a big rumor. But
Yeah.
before we move on that, just to continue a little bit on the Neo bandwagon, tell me, what things would you like to see of the Neo? If they reveal tomorrow, what are the features that you want of that console? Or what would you what
If
would you?
I
Okay, okay.
what's that?
Before you give me your answer, let's do a little bit of a quiz or a little bit of a game. Tell
Uh-huh.
me what you think is gonna be revealed and what you want it to be revealed.
What I think is going to be revealed is what I want it to reveal. It's going to be both of the same thing.
All right,
I
all
think
right.
I think it's going to be a bulkier system, a stronger system. Because I think it does bottleneck sometimes in the GPU. Maybe I think it does
Mhm.
bottleneck at times. And when I mean bottleneck, I mean it doesn't stay true to its like I love 60 frames per second. I love power. I mean, I also got a CPU. It's not powerful now, but I mean, I need to upgrade it. But what I want to see is something stronger than the PS4. So, like you said, if it's only 4K, that's fine. But I mean, if it has more power to back it up, like the CPU plus the GPU, I'll definitely look forward to that. And looking at these specs, I mean, it says here it's a 31% CPU increase. So, I mean,
That's a
I
lot.
like, yeah, that's a lot. And I like to have the best, the top of something. I mean,
Mhm.
if I have my PS4 here and I know that there's something better out there, I want to get it. I'm going to get it because I want to play. I like to be immersed in video games. I am a
Mhm.
graphics guy. I like detail. When I mean graphics guy, I mean, it's just that's such a how do you say it? That's too broad. I mean, because a lot of games don't have graphics and they're fun and they're 8-bit, whatever. But I mean, I do love paying
Mhm.
attention to detail. And with that, I mean, I just want the best there is. And if this thing gives the boost that it says, I
Mhm.
think it's worth it. Even with the solid state drive, that even gets I say data transfer even faster. Loading times are faster. It's convenient, but
Mhm.
it will be expensive. So I mean, that's what I kind of look forward to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What I like, what I think is gonna be revealed first. Well, it's pretty much what we already discussed. 4K console with being able to render games in 4K,
Yeah,
maximum 30 frames per second. With these specs are not enough to go past the 30 frames per second in 4K. That's pretty
yeah,
demanding.
yeah.
But
I
what I
agree.
want first the SSD. If it does come with an SSD, that's a huge thing because unless you have used one, you probably don't even know how much. how helpful it is.
Oh yeah,
Um,
you're right.
yeah, it is like cut down the loading times on some games up to seconds. Like for example, The Witcher takes like a minute and a half to load. Having
Oh,
like that loading up in like 10 seconds is that, so it's that much like that, that improvement, how that much improvement. Even though I'm also a tech, I am also a tech guy. I am a little bit more conservative when it comes to stuff. I don't I like to be more educated when it comes to my technology. I don't go jump into the newest things just because I have the money or because they're new. I like to for a little thing to set for things to settle down a little bit. So to me, the PlayStation 4 still has a lot of uh, not potential, but it has still a lot
it
of
has a
to
lot of
offer.
life. It has a lot of life left. Like I said, both games could play on each system. It has a lot of
Exactly.
life.
Exactly. So unless they offer something like that, like saying like okay, this will be upgradable, and then next upgrades will be cheaper. Like probably you need to invest $200 on a new video card that will come up or a new RAM, whatever. Um, I wouldn't jump on the wagon and the wagon like the high wagon right away. But what I want to is just a console that can offer me um, a stable performance on my games more than resolution. Because honestly, I don't care much about resolution. I guess my eyes are fucked up, so I cannot see things clearly, anyways.
Right.
So so I want something that a stable performance in my games
Okay.
and something that I know is not gonna happen. No more day one patches. We should start a campaign. Hashtag no more day one patches. But that's of course not gonna happen, and that's just
In a perfect world, that would happen, but
exactly.
unfortunately, we're not. So
Exactly. Yeah, and it's all right. It has the day one patches. They have a lot of benefits, but it's
yeah, they
annoying when you're
do.
hyped about a game.
Yeah,
For
depending on how far along the game is, but yeah, they do have their advantages and stuff. But yeah,
for example, going about the performance, we know Final Fantasy 15 is coming up, right?
right.
And because how it looks, we know the game is gonna be extremely demanding.
Oh yeah,
So if for example I start playing Final Fantasy 15 on my vanilla PlayStation 4, and I get crashes or the frame rate tanks or whatever, and that's affecting my enjoyment of that game, I would jump into the Neo just so I don't have to go through those hurdles. But if, for
right,
example, the only benefit that I get from Neo playing Final Fantasy 15 is just having like spicier graphics, more particle effects and stuff, but the performance itself is the same. I don't care. If not, I would be a PC gamer, and I'm not a PC gamer because I'm not like a person who likes to invest on just little things that are completely meaningless. So yeah, like I don't know if it kind of makes sense. So what I want is just that, like a console that would offer me a stable performance. So if I'm gonna get the same performance out of my vanilla PlayStation, and all I'm getting with a Neo is more pixels, honestly, I'm not interested.
well, I mean, it's almost going to be. So we'll find out sooner or later. Either way, we'll give a review on the console. We'll put them side by side, give them a graphics comparison. I mean, we'll do everything that we need to do to see what's the difference between these two. So I mean, I can't wait.
And I hope it doesn't look like the leaked pictures or the quote unquote leaked pictures or like the Slim, because the Slim looks ugly. I don't like it.
The Slim's not even that slim compared to the original version, dude. It's not
Nah.
that skinnier. I mean, this console is small enough as it is. I think
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
bulky. Not
No,
bulky at all, dude.
it is actually way smaller than the PlayStation 3 Slim, dude.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, I don't know why they came out with the Slim. I mean, cutting corners, whatever. But it's going to be introduced tomorrow. We're going to see it firsthand. We'll see how much it is, specs and everything. So we'll see it soon.
Yeah. So do you still have time, or you gotta do other stuff?
I got to eat.
Oh,
My
okay.
food's been here ever since the podcast started.
All right. Yeah, I ate already. Okay. Let me just 5 more minutes and we'll be
Yeah,
done.
yeah, good, good.
Okay, because this was this thing that kind of like something that I saw last week.
Right.
Um, that Sony might reveal a fourth thing tomorrow.
A fourth thing, really?
Yeah, yeah. So VR, Slim, Neo,
Oh, the
and
VR.
one more
Okay.
surprise. No, no, no. One more surprise.
Uh-huh.
We kind of talked about it on the last podcast that we did. So it's not nothing that we haven't talked about. But I saw
Okay.
more concrete evidence that it might be a new model of the Vita coming up.
Oh, you did hint that before. A new mobile console will come to the market. I mean, that'd be awesome. I love my Vita. I like mobile consoles, not
Hmm.
mobile games like in cell phones. I mean, there's a few games that I play, but not a hardcore fan. But that's a new mobile console. It's probably time. I don't know. That'd be cool though. I can't wait
Uh,
to see that. Yeah.
yeah, although I don't want to go into the politics of everything, as because we already talked about that on the previous podcast. You can catch up on the, you can catch up.
Yeah.
But what I saw, because I did see more like concrete and leaked specifications of or features. So
Right.
supposedly this thing is called the PlayStation Vita Trinity. So it's also like a PlayStation Vanilla versus Neo, PlayStation Vita and Trinity
Ah,
is
we get a
is
little
like an
Matrix
upgrade.
connection here.
Exactly. So it's not like a PlayStation Vita 2 or like a third console. It's like a beefed up PlayStation Vita kind of thing.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I saw, of course, again, take it with a huge grain of salt.
Oh,
So
but
we're
then
just,
again, you're right, because you talk about, remember the VR was called Morpheus?
exactly.
Morpheus, Neo, Trinity,
Oh, interesting.
Matrix. That's why I throw that out there.
Yeah, I never picked up on that.
Remember
That's
Morpheus, right? Morpheus?
yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. I never picked up on that. Now
Yeah.
that you s- now that you mentioned, well, probably people the person who made the post probably thought about that too.
Yeah, probably.
Um,
Yeah, probably a Matrix fan. So pretty cool though.
exactly.
I like it. I like the connection. That's cool.
We, we'll know tomorrow though. It's just fun to speculate. So we have one more day to speculate before the thing is finally unveiled. So just really quick, what the posting was talking about some features that the console will have. For example, it said that it will have more buttons to precisely represent the PlayStation controller. So it will have an R2 and L2 button, and it will have an R3 and L3 button. Also, that it will have a share button instead of the select button, so it will pretty much mimic the PlayStation 4 controller.
Cool.
And also this is the most interesting thing. It says that you can do remote play on reverse, saying that you can meaning that you can stream games from the Vita up to the PlayStation 4 and play it on your TV.
Oh, nice. Like the Vita TV, right? PlayStation TV.
Exactly, exactly. But like in a remote play kind of environment, which is cool because there are some video games that I would like to play on my TV. Namely, Kills of Mercenary, Persona 4,
Oh,
and
Persona 4. Cool.
Disgaea games, Persona 4, Dancing All Night, all those games. I would
Yeah.
like to play on my TV. So we'll see tomorrow.
We'll
Maybe they
definitely see
surprise
it.
us. Maybe that's just bollocks. Tomorrow we'll know.
Awesome. I'm gonna have my alarm ready.
Yeah, so the stream is gonna start tomorrow at 3 p.m. I won't be able to cover it live because I'll be at work
Okay.
and I'll be attending boring corporate meetings and stuff. But once we're done, be sure that we're gonna cover stuff. So
Definitely. You guys are gonna see us again with the news of the new PlayStation meeting. So we'll definitely
yeah,
check that out. Subscribe to our channel so you know when we have this new stuff out, all this great news and stuff. And also we could get together for discussion. So make sure you like, subscribe, send us a message, start a discussion, whatever you like. So let's do it.
yeah. Plus we want to put together Battlefield squads, Titanfall squads, and some other multiplayer games. I'm still willing to have an Overwatch team. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
guys, subscribe and start a discussion so we can get together and also play some games.
yeah. Let's start a squad. Let's start a guild here, man. Definitely. Let's do it.
Let's start an army so we can counter some other phony gamer armies.
Sounds good, man. Sounds like a good cause for an army. So let's do it.
Yep.
We'll have a mother base,
Yeah, well,
big boss style.
yeah, exactly. The anti-Konami army.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and live long and game on.
Exactly. Remember to check the link to our sponsor Bluebos below. You get a what is it? 15% discount, 10% discount on your purchases
Yeah, if you
if
check
you
out the
use
Blue
our.
Host link below, you get a 15% discount. Check out that stuff. It's good. It works. It's a good energy supplement. You don't get the caffeine shakes or nothing like that. Check it out. And yeah, like I said, more information on the comment section below. So please check that. Like, subscribe. Thanks for
And
watching.
see you this weekend.
All right. Live long and game on. Peace.
Peace.